Alright guys, this is, oh sorry, my dog is like trying to play with me right now. This is my Platy tank, or Platy. I've heard it both ways. I'm not really sure the proper way to say it, if there is a proper way, or if it's like that whole tomato thing. Sorry, there's a glare. I'm trying to get where you can't see it so much. So this tank has a few snails in there. If you can see, like right there, there's one on that leaf. There's a marrow moss ball. There's, if you look down here, I'm not sure if you can see, there's a cherry shrimp there, and a snail in there. Oh, and there's a baby snail up there. But, I've got also some live plants that plant back there in the back, and all these floating plants here are live. There's a fake plant back there, and then I have the Dia de los Muertos skull, a like little alpaca, and then a cactus with maracas. So I have a tuxedo platy, Mickey Mouse platy, and I think that's a sunset platy. So I have two females. The Mickey Mouse and the tuxedo are females. And then the sunset platy, I'm going to call it a sunset. If it's not, and you know which kind of platy it is, let me know below, down there in the comments. So I just recently got these fish, and also moved some plants in there. When I first put them in there, they I didn't have plants, and they were very shy, but I added plants in there. You can see some of the snails pretty good. I added some live plants in there, and that really helped them come out more often. I guess they, you know, feel safer and everything. I just recently fed them to get them to like come out more, so that's why they're staying right in that area, and that's why you see all that food up there. And I don't mind, I sometimes like will overfeed them a bit, like I did just now, because I want to make sure there's enough food for the snails and the shrimp that's in there. But I do that maybe 2 or 3 times a week. And then the other days, I don't worry about it as much. I know any biofilm that's in there, they'll eat, algae, and then just any leftover food that happens naturally. So I usually feed them right now, this Tetramin Tropical Flakes. I also feed them algae thins like once a week. And really that's mainly for the snails and the shrimp. I haven't really noticed the fish eating that, but I tried to vary the diet a little bit. I have some goldfish flakes that I had when I was cycling this tank with some goldfish a while back, but I also just give that to my my snail tank down here. I give them that sometimes, that goldfish right there, flakes. But mostly I give them the algae thins, and then the same with this tank. I mostly give just algae thins. Sorry, my finger got in the way there. I'm gonna take a video of my 20-gallon tank next, so that you guys can see. That's probably my favorite tank, just because there's so much going on in that one. But some of these plants, well actually all of these live plants except for the marrow moss, came from that 20-gallon. So there's a lot of planted life in that one. There's another snail on the alpaca's butt. But yeah, so I'm excited to show you guys a tank that's not just snails, and hopefully I think that a lot of people are gonna like my 20-gallon. So hopefully I'll start getting some people that like consistently watch my videos. So this tank has a biological filter as well. It's not a sponge filter, but in this, the filter canister that came with this tank, I just put some like Biomax or like bio balls in there, because I prefer that to carbon filters. And so, the snail's coming up now. And so I did that for this tank. I feel like it's better for my tank to just have the consistency of the biological filter with the because the bacteria, you know, able to I'm stumbling all over my words here, but just because you need the good bacteria for the tank to properly stay in cycle. And I kind of feel like when I was removing the filters with the carbon filter, I'm removing so much of that good bacteria and having fluctuations with my like ammonia and things. And I don't know, maybe I just wasn't as good an aquarium keeper as I am now. But also I didn't know a lot about like the biological filters, sponge filters, about the bacteria, you know, transforming the ammonia to nitrites and nitrates before. And so, but now since I've learned all of that, all of my aquariums are so much better. And I had taken a break. If you watch my first video that the video that I started with the tanks, I talked a little bit about that. Like I had a break from having many tanks for a while, and but I learned a lot before I got back into it, and so everything's doing a lot better than it was before. So yeah, guys, that'll be it for this video, and I will catch you next time. See ya.